Okay, so, hey guys, welcome to Rolling Sky again. This is going to be a very late on in the series episode as we're nearing the end to beating all the levels in the game. And when I beat all the levels, I'm going to try and make an all levels video, but who knows. I will have to do all the 5 stars with the crowns and gems though. But anyways, we're going to do Castle in the Sky. I finally practiced up to have the skill level for this. I played it a lot, so yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, by the way, I turned sound effects off. I find them annoying now. I just don't care about them, and they're not important to the game. Plus, the song is really good in most levels. At least in 5 stars, they always are. Of course, we're doing this the easy way. I'm sorry if you wanted to see it with all gems, but we're doing that later. Even though it'll probably be one of the first things I do in terms of difficulty, because I want to do the gem ones first and then the crown ones. The gem only ones, the ones made before crowns were invented. I'll do those first, and then the crowns will come second. Okay, we're getting pretty far, but here's where it starts to get pretty hard. This part right here is way easier than it looks. Are you kidding me? My tablet has this glitch where it keeps doing this thing where... Oh my god, no! Oh god. Get ready to watch no ads because I'm skipping them, guys. Okay, let's go. Second attempt. Doesn't this song remind you guys of a Fat Rat song? If you at least have heard his songs, which you probably have, saying that his most popular one has 100 million views. This song reminds me of a song by him called Time Lapse. At least, more or less. It feels like it, at least in this part. This part feels like it came out of a Fat Rat styled song. The later parts feel more Rolling Sky-ish. It has that Rolling Sky feel to it, yet it also has his feel to it. So that's why it's like... Yeah. Let's go. Lots of memory in this part. Pretty dang difficult because of how much memory there is. Let's get going. Here's where it starts to get really hard. Are you kidding me? My fingers always have to frickin' have the muscles be stupid directly when I get to the end of a level. Stupid. Finger muscles. So annoying. I don't know how people play this game and have their finger muscles not be annoying. I hate my fingers when I play this game. Some people just use their thumb, but I find that to be really, really weird. Like, playing this game with your thumb. It should be a challenge I do when I beat the game. Then again, most of the videos I'll be recording will be Dragon Mania Legends. because of the fact that it's such a good game. Xbox is annoying to record, but most of the games I play are on there. Even though there's more games I play on tablet now than usual. Usually I just go on Xbox for like the whole day and record like one episode of Rolling Sky or something, but like now there's quite a few games I like to play on my tablet. I'm gonna try and record Deep.io or Diep. The only problem is that the app is a lot less good than the computer version. It's definitely the best IO game in the world, though, at least in my opinion. Which a lot of people share that opinion, to be honest. This stupid game and its falling hitbox. The falling hitbox in this game is bigger than the getting hit hitbox. Like, the hitboxes in this game are a little bit trashy. I'm not gonna lie about that. Apparently Dancing Line is a lot more kind, as in which attempts you get to, because you get to have 15 attempts with each ad you watch. Not that it really affects me that much. It's the worst fail I've ever had on this level. At 89, the one I just had a few minutes ago. 2 minutes ago exactly. Exactly at 420 for some reason. Wish I could do the Lenny face, but I can't. Video shows bullcrap. I would edit a Lenny face in right now, but I can't because Video Show is absolutely stupid. Video Show has this stupid thing called exporting your video, which if the video is longer than like 10 minutes, then it takes hours. Even if it's only like 15 minutes, then it takes hours to quote export the video, which is the trashiest thing I've ever seen. Mobizen's editor is trash in general, and it takes like a super long time to get the video edits downloaded too. I don't know why I couldn't just get a video editor where the edits are done, they're done. The video will be on your device anyway, so there's no reason to have to export it. And then once the edits are done, it's already downloaded on your device, and you can upload the edited video to YouTube as soon as possible without having to deal with stupid Video Show's PP stupidness. That's why I barely ever edit my videos. Battle Robots was an exception. So is Dragon Mania Legends. This game is less of an exception. I can rebeat levels. But Battle Robots, you want to see things when they happen in the moment, and Dragon Mania Legends especially is like that. And anyways, after this I'm gonna try and do 1-Up, because I think that's the third hardest level in the game. Midnight Carnival, I think, is the second hardest, and then I think the hardest is Neon. Neon's the only level I can't get to up to 50% on. I can't even get 40% in that level. I barely have 30. I have exactly 30. Because that level is hard as heck. So at least on the other two I can get 250. This stupid frickin' game. It's lagging a lot too. I don't know why it is. Game's a piss off. This game is really annoying. I'm getting back into Geometry Dash. From now on, I'm probably gonna start recording more of it than this. Not only because I only have 3 levels to beat, but because This game is so stupid. My finger didn't even remotely go there. I almost underdid the move, yet the ball just flung it. Oh my god, this stupid game. Okay, I'm back from the trash ads, guys. Even though you never got to see any of them, so you're lucky. If I ever plan to rewatch this video, then I'm lucky too, because I don't have to deal with the ad that I just watched. Well, I don't have to re-deal with watching it. The ball moves faster than you'd expect it to. Sometimes it even moves faster than your own finger does, so you gotta be really careful on your movements. That part is much easier than it looks, at least in my opinion. This is the true test of skill. The stupid part there! That is such a troll! Honestly, this level is mostly very hard. Like, for some reason, the start of this level is stupid game bugs. This level, for the most part of it, there are some difficult parts in the first 50%. Like, this starting section is pretty easy. Mostly pretty easy. Kill yourself, Toy Party, whatever the heck your name was. I don't need your ads in my life, and I never will need them because I'm not getting you. Unless if you're for some reason one of those ads that's really, really good, and it just hasn't been revealed yet, which isn't gonna happen. Because there's only 3 games which have ever had ads which were remotely good, which were this game, Geometry Dash, and Dragon Mania Legends. This part is actually not the worst part. This part's harder than the start, but it's not the true skill test of the level. I know this part always looks like the hardest part, like, right here, you go like this, which looks pretty crazy, but like, then you get to this part right here, and this part looks absolutely insane. But like, that part is not the true skill test. Stupid game. That part is not the hard part of a level. That part is just weird motions. Super weird motions. God, what is with this absurd lag? It's lagging to the point where not even Mobizen is just lagging, it's Mobizen and the game. I can deal with the slight lag that Mobizen gives most of the time. Sometimes Mobizen lags extra, which is when Mobizen is being a particularly big D. And plus, I was trying to make this video turn out pretty short, because I practiced this level so much earlier. Funny is that on my second attempt, I've gotten the furthest out of today, because I wasn't talking. Okay, here we go. Boom. Boom. And this, right here at exactly about 50%, is where the absolute insanity of this level starts. I think this is the hardest part. Here we go. Thank God, 64 again. No! Oh, stupid 69%. Lenny face. You have to frickin' go to the left before you go right. That's so annoying. You kidding me? to go through that pain, the torment at 64% again. To be honest, I'm not that mad though, because I was still in the hard part. Like, what I think is that the first, 20%? Let's say the first 23%, I think it is. This whole section, before it turns red. Yeah, the first 24% of this level is pretty dang easy, except for the few parts at the start where it goes a little bit crazy on you. Then it gets a little bit harder here with all the memorization and crazy movements. And here there's like some really insane movements that can be difficult to do for some less experienced players. This part just requires the utmost focus on the game. I can talk and focus a little bit. But then here's where it starts to get to the point where you wouldn't even risk it because it's too difficult. Stupid, that's the biggest troll in the level. I always know. Monster Legends. You kidding me? Oh, stupid buttons. I think anyway. I know that game and I hate it. It's by the people who made Dragon City, which is like the most popular Dragon game ever. Even though I dislike it. I feel like Dragon Mania Legends is like the best Dragon game ever by far. And that's just what I'll say. There was a game called Magic Dragon, which wasn't that bad. There was this game called Dragon's World, which I used to play a super long time ago too, but the problem with that game was it was a bit of a money hog on getting some dragons. Like, at least, even though there's like, it costs tons of gems to get specific dragons in Dragon Mania Legends, it's way easier to get gems in Dragon Mania Legends, whereas in that game, you practically just have to buy it, and that's almost the only way that you can get gems. Saying that I built like 80 gems up without even spending any money on Dragon Mania Legends, yet you could probably only make up to 10 in that game without spending any money. I don't know why I'm talking because I'm in the hard part. I don't know why, I always seem to get that gem. That stupid part is so annoying. What's annoying is that directly after that, the rest of the level is easy. Like, the last 30% of this level is a piece of cake. I actually don't know how I died in the end. Oh wait, yes I do know how I died in the end. It's still a piece of cake. It's just, you have to remember what to do. If I die at 97 though, because I didn't remember something, then I'm gonna be so mad. And 85 again. 85 is a point where it requires memory to remember this one section, or else you're gonna end up dying. But one thing is that even though this level requires the utmost extreme memorization to beat it, it's not as bad as 1-Up. Like, 1-Up is just like, it pushes everything at you. 1-Up's pretty dang insane. And the reason why 1-Up and E-Labyrinth and then this level are the biggest, what the hell, why did my shield die? The biggest memorization level in this game is probably E-Labyrinth. Because of the fact that, see, the thing with E-Labyrinth though is that once you memorize most of the level, it's not very skill-based. At least most of it. Even though there are a few exceptions, like, most of the level, except for that one, what the hell? The ball is dying from air now. It's becoming impossible to beat this level because it's dying from air. It didn't hit anything there. I don't know why the ball died. Lots of these, for some reason, these giant towers up here have a huge hitbox. Then, I don't know why I died. There's nothing to hit me. Anyways. So, yeah, I'd say E-Labyrinth is probably the most memory-based level in this game, but once you get the memory, there's only like 1 or 2 skill-based parts. There's 53%, and then you have that one part at like 70% or something. Nearby 70%, like that section where it changes to that one theme. And then that's really the only skill-based parts, once you memorize it. I mean, there is a ton of memorization, though. Don't get me wrong, it's still extremely hard. This level is 50% memorization. But the reason why this level is so much harder than E-Labyrinth is because it's 50% memorization and there's a hell of a lot of memorization. But the thing is, they mix so much skill into that memorization, you just have to be perfect. One up the memorization, there's a little bit less memorization, but there's much more skill. And it's much harder to memorize those parts than it is to an E-Labyrinth in this level. The reason why this level and 1-Up are so much harder than E-Labyrinth, though, E-Labyrinth is a level easier than this, and it's just like these two are so much harder, but the reason why is because E-Labyrinth doesn't mix too much skill into the memory. And the memory isn't the hardest thing ever. The only problem is that there's so much memory that it can take you, like, days, maybe even weeks to memorize it. And there are quite a few skill parts. Like 53% is very difficult in that level, but this level has a heck of a lot of memorization too. It has about the same amount as E-Labyrinth, but the problem with this level is they mix so much skill into the memorization that it's not even funny. There's like just these parts which are extremely hard. A lot of it's not even memorization, you just have to be amazing at the game. I like to call this level 1-Up, Midnight Carnival, and whatever it is, Neon, the Elite Four levels, as you have to be absolutely perfect. There's memorization and skill involved, and there's just so much of it overwhelming difficulty that it makes these 4 levels way more difficult than the rest of them. Even E-Labyrinth, which is the next hardest one from them. But the reason why 1-Up is probably harder than this is because of the fact that it probably has a little bit less memorization, but there's it's harder to memorize. The memorization, there's probably less memorization in it, but it's harder to memorize. And it has quite a bit of skill in it, just like this level. E-Labyrinth is more memory-based than skill-based, which makes it a little bit easier. Anyways, see you after this stupid ad. Back. Okay, so it gave me another shield. I just started playing again, by the way, recording again. See, this level has tons of skill and memory. Some parts are really memory-based, some parts are really skill-based. I find that little part we just went into to be mostly skill-based, but here it becomes more memory-based. But there isn't too much skill involved in this part, which is why this part and the start, there's like no memory involved in the start, which makes it easy. Though this part requires quite a bit of skill, and there's a good amount of, it's mostly memory, but there's quite a bit of skill involved with it too. So that's why this part's pretty hard. And this part requires your hand to be very fast to do that and this. But it also requires memory so that you know what to do here. And it requires skill so you know how to do it, but it's mostly memory, just so you know the pattern. But this is memory and skill pushed together, and memory and skill pushed together is not a happy duo. Like, once you push memory and skill together, it just becomes insane. Don't die at the troll. Don't think I've ever focused this hard in my life. That is by far the hardest level I've ever beaten. But anyways, besides the point, I just beat Castle in the Sky. Yay. As soon as I watched an ad, the next attempt I beat it. I knew I was ready for it as soon as I got 85%. I'll give you my opinion on this level before I watch my double rewards ad and then end the video, just real quick. My opinion is the level is extremely well made and the song is very good. But it is probably like the 4th or 3rd hardest level in the game because of that one section. That section that's like 50 to 70%. Basically, like the first 24% of this level is one of the easiest parts of the level, the second easiest. Then after that, at like 24 to 50, it gets a little bit harder. And then 50% to 70% is the true challenge of the level. Like, 50% to 70% is absolutely insane. The part of the song that we're in, like, right now, the section of the level that we'd be in. Like, 50 to 70%, like, 1 to 24%, pretty dang easy, second easiest part of the level. 24 to 50% gets slightly harder, and then 50 to 70% is the true challenge. And then once you get past 70%, then it's mostly a straight shot to the end. Because the end of this level is actually very easy for being one of the hardest levels in the game. It's like, what is it? Frick. I can't remember that level. The end of Christmas. As long as you can remember what to do within the last 30% of this level, then it should be easy. The gems in this level seem to be really easy, by the way. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. This was a little bit longer than it was supposed to be, but it's not too long anyways. Bye-bye.